Suppose one of you has 100 sheep and loses one of them. Doesn't he leave the 99 in the open country and go after the lost sheep until he finds it? And when he finds it, he joyfully puts it on his shoulders and goes home. Then calls his friends and neighbors together and says, "Rejoice with me, I found my lost sheep." Life growing up was pretty tough. Grew up with divorced parents. Me and my older brother grew up with my dad. Pretty rough neighborhood. Pretty poverty-ridden. And we grew up pretty poor. Sometimes had no food. And I'm talking like poor. Had to turn the toaster upside down and smack the roaches out. And rats falling through the roof. Always had it pretty rough. Grew up taking care of my dad at one point. With his health conditions, drugs, alcohol, then his diabetes, it kind of just slowly was eating him alive. So it's to the point where, it killed me. Kind of formed my life into a negative mindset. Every time you go in the hospital, it was just never a guarantee that he would make it out. And we'd always rely on prayer. His family is Catholic. But I don't know, it just really messed me up. Really just taking care of him. At a young age, stressing off the bills or if we're gonna make it, or had to hear family members talk about putting my dad in a home. And even though I knew he was just holding on for us, it was hard. And it just, at a young age, it just formed me to go into a dark spot. Smallest situation, just automatically assume the worst. And then when I was 19 years old, he passed away. Man, he did so much wrong to us, as far as just abuse, when he was high and all that. But when he was in that condition, it's like none of that mattered. Then losing him just, it changed me. And just a month after he passed away, a couple months after my first child was born. So going from losing my best friend to trying to learn how to be a dad without my dad was one of the toughest things, man. I got out of touch with faith and religion. I built in a foundation multiple times. Even finding my wife, she slid into my DM, so she found me. But man, we've put in so much work trying to just build a home, and just so many failed attempts. We tried multiple things, man. It just wasn't working. And not too long ago, we just we broke and gave in, and felt like divorce was the most solid option. Both admitted we couldn't do it anymore. I was broken as a man. My family was being torn apart, and I just felt like I couldn't do nothing to stop it. And just woke up the next morning and I knew there was something different. And I just, my wife was sitting on the bed and I looked at her and I was like, "Hey, I think we should start going to church. I want to get back in touch with my faith." I was like, I want to try to give it a shot. And she had no business telling me, something was there, and she just said okay without hesitation. And I go sit on the couch and open up my phone, and the Father's house popped up. And I couldn't be more grateful for my algorithm at that time on the phone. Just walking through those doors, it was I met Brother Juan for the first time. Art seated us, and these guys were talking to me like they knew me forever. And from the minute we just literally walked in the first room to the time we walked out, Pastor Matt's brother Mark, before service was over, prayed for us, and it was just kind of solidified that feeling like this is where we need to be. Then talking with Pastor Matt, Pastor Trina, me and my wife afterwards, it was just, he just looked me dead in the eyes and was like, you know, he's like, bro, like I feel like I know you from somewhere. And I was like, I was looking and I was like, I feel the same way. And he's like, well, there's no such thing as coincidences, you know, it was meant to be. And they just made us feel at home, like this is where we belonged. And not really having family, you know, after the passing of my dad, it was just had that feeling of home again. And now it's like we have more than an army behind us, you know, more than a church. Can't really pinpoint it, but since I walked through those doors, there's not one day that I felt alone. I felt broken. I'm just walking with a different strength now.